Anyway, so it cuts to Mr. Durden, and he's fighting off the infernal force. During this entire time, you've definitely heard animal like growls and roars. Breath weapon comes out. Guy gets immolated. He's screaming while he's being burnt to death.
Yeah, but he's evil, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because the entire assassin skill is evil, because it's a requirement of the class.
Totes. So it cuts to Mr. Johnson. He's using these little like metal rods and fighting them off. Here, stab, another stab. He's managed to kill him. All of a sudden, the door bursts open and he pauses, and all the fighting stops.
So wait, I missed. That doesn't sound like what I saw.
Yeah, it was.
What? That's
Basically,
exactly
yeah.
what you saw.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
basically yeah. And in walks it's essentially a humanoid dragon creature.
It's also...
Gross.
No, not gross. That's
Oh,
a
yeah,
venerated honored mother.
Oh,
It's basically like a serpent folk, but cooler.
Doesn't
okay.
Doesn't look like any of the
dragon.
dragons we've seen.
So that's a dragon point.
Yeah.
Very clearly a dragon. It's got dragon scales and everything.
Yes, but the
Probably
shape
just
is
their
different.
alternate form. Mine.
I mean,
Say it, it
in
doesn't say
character,
anything.
making the observation, doesn't look like any dragons we've seen or
I'm
heard
saying.
of.
These look like nothing you've ever seen before.
Yeah, exactly. So we probably wouldn't call them dragons at first. It wouldn't be the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah. And the dragon is wearing these very long, ornate green robes. And has this little kind of like golden claw, like a piece over one of their claws.
So, Lily leans over to Ryan and asks if that's honored mother.
I just offhandedly say yes.
And you actually hear the conversation.
This
Mr.
it did not have
Johnson.
volume the first time, so this is new to me.
Mr. Johnson lowers his weapons, looks at her, and goes, "Rage. Surprised to see me." She has a very, fluent, womanly voice, but there's still that animalistic growl behind her tone.
As she opens her mouth, Wyoming starts to look kind of confused.
Okay, continue. Wyoming or Hero.
You knew this was going to happen. The moment you criminals began to violate the sanctity of my kin's grave. We did not touch any dragon graves. That's the cult, and it's the... I don't care. I see the truth of this world. You are all serving him. And she pulls out the scimitar. And you will all die. And the fight begins, and it is a clear gap in ability and talent, Mr. Johnson stands no chance against Rage.
Question. When I came in, I heard something about the rods that I picked up.
Yeah, he was just using the metal rods to kill the other
Okay.
dragons. That was just what was going on in the video. But yeah, it's like watching a rookie who's picked up a weapon for the first time in his life fighting like the Black Knight in terms of like the skill gap.
It's only a flesh wound.
It's almost a pathetic display on Mr. Johnson's end. He's basically just Rage is treating him like a bitch.
Pretty sure Ray could treat all of us like a bitch.
Probably.
And
No.
after a few like attempts at trying to strike her, she parries one of the rods, stabs him in the gut, and he's like, "Bleh." And she reaches out and, saying nothing, drives her claw with the little metal piece on her claw, and then rips out his heart. Mr. Johnson collapses to the floor, and the invisible force that slaughtered the rest of the Assassin's Guild appears, and they're all similar dragon kind creatures to Rage. They are wearing very fancy looking leather outfits, and when they all appear, they lower their weapons and bow to Rage. Let this be a warning to all those who view this. She looks up at the
Magical recording device.
magical recording device, the security camera, and she goes, "You are all dead." She opens up her mouth, breath weapons oh no, you'd see it. No, never mind.
That didn't happen.
That didn't happen. Shut up. And then,
She didn't have ranks in knowledge engineering.
but yeah, she says that, and then she pockets the heart, and they all disappear.
Samson, thoughts?
We need to go there immediately.
Samson, those didn't look like any dragons we've ever seen before.
He is very silent.
Where do you think they're staying?
He doesn't say anything. However, he pulls out the disc, and he just smashes it in one go.
It's Honored Mother.
Is
He
it though?
turns.
Why did you do that?
I don't care who it is. This information doesn't leave this room. Do I make myself clear?
Being a part of said group, I already know the information doesn't leave any room.
I don't know where the dragons would be holed up. Until now, I thought they were all dead.
That's what we've all been told.
Flag's been keeping secrets. Mr. Johnson, if you wish to speak with him, but not before I do, is alive thanks to mine and Lucas's and Palm's efforts.
I shall speak to him I shall speak to him soon then.
I'll invite you to the party.
You knew about him?
I am almost certain Samson knew for a fact that I was in the assassin.
I knew Mr. Johnson and his position. I was not aware that he was killed. I'm certainly not aware that there are still dragons that exist.
Lily,
What?
if I brought you to this location, you think you could detect magic? Or detect anything?
Which location?
The location of the slaughter.
I
That's the only lead we have.
have a good eye for magic, but I can't use magic to detect it.
I look at the rest of the party. Anybody here that can do that?
I could.
Oh, wait. Well, wait. First off, what was the question?
If anybody could pick any sort of magical
Oh,
sense or at the Assassin's Guild location.
Yes, I have detect magic, and lots of spellcraft.
I have
Ryan.
I have lots of spellcraft and detect magic at level 1, which
Ryan,
I haven't prepared today.
Yes, Lucas?
Ryan, I have an idea. Bring me to the hideout tomorrow. Wherever this tape took place, bring me there.
I can do it today.
I don't have the spell prepared today.
Is everybody okay with meeting me tomorrow so I can take all of you there?
So,
Samson, do you wish to come as well? I figure you can
Yes.
know your own way.
I would like to get to the bottom of this.
What time shall we meet tomorrow?
First thing, early daylight.
Works for me. Now I believe I need a bit of recovery and a bit of rest. Samson, do you have anything that could calm the nerves? I'm a bit on edge.
He blinks. Blink, blink, shrug.
Shrug.
Booze.
Booze? Samson, yeah. It's bad for your health.
I'll head over to the tavern then.
Alright, you head over to the tavern.
I'd said I wasn't doing that. Everybody's still in the room.
Is that what Honor Mother really sounds like? It's not what I remember.
Is Wyoming saying this or a character?
wait,
Yes.
remember.
How would you remember?
Well, I saw them in the monastery one time. I communed with them.
Hmm.
With, like, spirits?
With honored mother and father.
If Honored Mother is alive, how could she do that?
I don't know.
I'm too on edge for any new information today. I will see you all tomorrow morning.
So Samson,
Mm-hmm.
the You don't want this information to get to the. Who are the group called for the tactics? The
That
tactician.
strategic committee or something.
Hmm.
You don't want this information to get to them.
I do not want this information to get out to the public.
So who's within the trusted group?
This will be brought up within the strategists. What did I call them again?
Strategist sounds just fine.
The
Just do
strategists
strategist.
union.
There we go.
Good enough.
I will prepare.
The strategists union.
Ryan heads off to a bar.
Samson,
All right.
I have a question.
He looks at you.
Why wasn't I invited?
Are you just gonna ask that to every group that other people are in?
Possibly.
Did you need one?
Well, I would need one to know that he existed.
Lucas, you can't be part of the Strategist or the Assassin's Guild, at least for now.
Well, one's dead.
Oh yeah, right. What is that?
he just walks
He
out.
shrugs. He shrugs and is like, "Don't ask me."
I suppose. I suppose I should, I don't know what I should have done. Either doesn't matter either way. And he walks out.
It's because Lucas wasn't throwing around enough fireballs.
Exactly.
Totes. Alright, are you guys doing anything, or should we skip to the next day?
I'm gonna just pick up a bottle and go to the barracks.
Alright.
Retraining, that's it.
Crafting and retraining.
Alright. Bow in Wyoming, are you guys doing anything else for the day?
Probably not.
Nah.
Alright, well. We will skip to the next day. It is bright and early. The sun has just begun to rise, and Satan is going to get you all.
He's gonna get you.
He's gonna get you!
Ah!
Ah!
So, who's gonna get us?
Samson.
Samson?
He's coming to wake you up to go check out the slaughter.
Check out the slaughter.
Check out the slaughter. Isn't that what you all planned?
But the way you said it is,
Oh wait, I can't.
Why not?
Why?
Because there's something else I have to do at this time.
Samson's in the strategist meeting.
Okay, fine.
Wait, is he?
They'll wait for him. He just said this will be brought up, meaning he's there.
It wouldn't surprise me if he was there, but yeah.
So is this happening before the meeting then?
Heck. Technically, the
That
meeting
is
was
happening
supposed to
before
happen at the start of the day.
Well, this happened.
Well, this is earlier than the start of the day.
Okay.
The day doesn't
Just
start
like-
till I say so.
Okay.
He's a high enough level caster. I'm pretty sure he could stop the day if he wanted.
So
Alright, well, he goes to wake you all up.
I'm just sitting up in my bed.
Have you slept at all?
Yes, only a little though.
Okay.
That Lily hasn't.
Alright.
Yeah, Lily hasn't.
Lucas puts down the tattoo book.
5 more minutes.
Alright. So are you all waking up or no?
No.
No!
No.
Boom, 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 boom,
Val, are
boom.
you awake?
Yeah, alright.
Val, are you actually awake?
Yes. No,
I
you have
walk
to
over-
stare at her for half a minute before she wakes up.
I walk over to you and say thank you for not saying anything. Because I know that you saw me leave the first day.
Yes, well,
Now that it doesn't matter, I can just say that.
are you sure it doesn't matter? Mr. Johnson
Everybody
is still
knows.
alive.
Everybody know I said I was an assassin.
Well, yes.
That's what you were keeping in the secret. You knew I was in something.
Mr. Johnson shows up and kills Val.
No.
Oh,
No.
You're getting out.
Now, I didn't say anything.
I said everything. And I revived
Alright.
him, so he doesn't say shit. He can't say shit.
You go to open the door?
Yeah. Sure.
It's
Two
Rage!
smoke grenades come in. No.
It's Rage, god damn it.
Oh, hey, I was just wanting to look for you.
Is it really?
No.
It's Samson.
Samson, okay.
Samson is there, he's...
Oh no,
You
Samson
will-
is Rage.
yeah, you looked like
Oh,
Rage
no!
for a second there.
He used his dragon staff.
Okay,
I
back to
thought you were
actual
out of mother.
Samson. What does Samson say?
Are you all prepared?
As I'll ever be.
Perhaps, yes.
When you're ready, meet me by the entrance to the guild.
I'll show everybody the way.
Demiron knows the one.
Do we have to stealth our way there?
No, the location is unusable, even if it was to be restarted.
Everyone stealths anyway.
Yes, the only invisibility is there.
God damn it, we're just walking there. No stealthing.
Yes, we gear up and go.
Yep. Everyone is sleeping anyway, so no one is there to see you.
So, we go.
Alright.
I detect.
I show everybody the way to the wall.
Alright. Demiron opens the way, and you
The
all...
way.
Oh no.
No, don't do it!
Oh no.
I know the way.
Where's
know the way.
Where's the queen?
It opens up and the echidna walks out. Do you know the way?
Okay,
I am-
actually, I opened the door.
Alright, and the echidna walks out.
God damn it.
Tiny.
Kill it! Lucas kills it.
Whoa.
I am from lands beyond. I am echidna warrior.
Lily drops a cannon on him.
Okay, no. You alright, you guys start heading down?
Yeah.
Alright, everything is still as it was. It is still a scene of gore. It smells a little worse. The bodies haven't been cleaned up yet. In fact, you're probably the only ones who are aware that there's a complete massacre has happened down here.
Well, yeah, if they're that secretive, nobody's gonna come clean it up.
Lucas walks up and says, "Help me look for tracks." Specifically, specifically Razor's tracks.
Ask Waffle for track help.
Part of preserving this.
Oh, right,
crime
Waffle's
scene
not here.
seems a little ridiculous.
What'd you say, Wyoming?
I've heard of preserving the crime scene, but this seems a little excessive.
There's nobody that knows about this outside of us and the people that are dead in this room.
Which means this crime scene hasn't been tampered with.
Can someone aid my check?
Can someone do what?
Aid my check, my survival check.
Sure.
So how
Anyone else?
Sure, I'll do it.
Yeah, I guess.
So
We're
how to
looking-
detect magic? That's how it works.
Yeah, you say, I cast Detect Magic, and then you
So-
can spellcraft things.
So I'm doing detect magic.
I will as well.
Magic one, detect magic.
For double the fun.
With
Alright.
I believe that's everyone. That's a +4 from Wyoming and Bao.
Only if we succeed.
Alright,
Honored Mother.
Is it
guys
clear?
definitely notice some tracks. Some of them have been cloaked from, I guess, like a cape of sorts going across the ground. There's definitely a trail in this room.
I cast a spell. I start concentrating on it. It's replay tracks.
Alright.
I get a vision of what happened when these tracks were being made.
You see the exact same
Alright.
thing you saw in the
Do
video
you
footage.
see what we saw in the video?
Yes, I do. But what happens afterwards? I follow her through the battle, and then see what happens after.
Alright. Who's detect magicking?
Lily and Bao.
Alright, you guys get a prog. There is a small jewel on the floor.
Oh god, a soul gem. Grab it.
Well, don't. Can we
It's mine.
spellcraft or knowledge arcana it?
Sure.
Make sure it's not a death gem.
Which one, or either?
Knowledge arcana.
Oh boy.
Much better.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh no.
That's knowledge
Oh
arcana.
no!
Yeah, that's arcana.
God, catch him.
Hang on, I need to find something really quick.
You need to find a way.
I need to find a way.
Another echidna walks out. Oh no, this place is infested. You start hearing clicking noises.
They infest places faster than porgs.
Did I say what the color was?
Nope, you just
No.
said small gem.
You said it was a gem.
Right.
And we were like,
Alright.
magic.
It is a pale orange gem.
Oh,
Is it
I
a
take
pale orange prism?
Is it a rhomboid?
What was?
It's an
Maybe?
ion stone. I know exactly what it is. If that's what it is.
I rolled a 31 on a knowledge.
Yeah. You both, yeah. With the two of you working together, you both know that it is in fact a pale orange ion stone.
How
Which
did-
one, a rhomboid?
How did I not see this while I was perceiving?
I take it.
Is it
Is
cracked?
it a rhomboid? Rhomboid.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it is in fact cracked.
Oh. And I know what it does since I got knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So who's in this thing?
it's less of a who, more of a... They're partially in it.
Well, yeah, okay.
It's used to make reviving easier.
I look over what Lily's talking about. Reviving. What are we talking about here? What did you find?
The stone had, I believe the best way to explain it is it has a fragment of the soul in it, which makes it easier to bring the soul back and the body back too.
Could it be one of the dragons?
Ah, did you see any of them die?
I do not know.
Well, we
we
do
didn't
know that
catch the
Johnson.
entire.
It's much more likely to be one of the assassins.
In any case, we should keep it and revive them.
Little do you know, it's actually West Side Jack, and this is all
Yeah,
part of his
probably
plan.
West Side Jack.
Is there
It's
any
all
way
part of
to?
his
It's all part.
Is there any way to
This is
determine
all-
whose it was?
There was a wizard. I'm guessing it's the wizard.
You're a
Perhaps.
wizard. There's a sorcerer.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Best case, it's empty.
That's best case.
Yeah,
That is
then we
best
can
case.
use it.
Then we can have it.
Make a spellcraft or make a knowledge arcana. I'm gonna say knowledge arcana in this case.
Just Lily.
Whoever is looking at it and wants to make it.
I would, but I can't use that skill.
Gotta catch 'em.
I got some great
I
arcana
would,
rolls
but I'm
today.
looking at the.
Between the two of you, you get a 30. You both do know that there is, in fact, a soul inside there. You do not know whose it is, however.
Sea alignment. Is he lawful evil?
Strider, would I know who had that kind of equipment in the group? Or not?
I mean, you would know some of the assassins.
Yeah. Could I speculate on who it could be?
Make an intelligence check.
Gotta catch 'em.
Any pluses or just mod?
Yes, mod.
21.
Right. You recall the recording, and you remember one part during the complete wash between Rage and Mr. Johnson. That Rage actually managed to knock something off. That Mr. Johnson managed to knock something off of Rage before he was killed.
I relay this information to the party. This belongs to Rage.
Wait, but why is it full?
Who would she be? Who would she have in here?
It's on her father.
If this is hers, then perhaps I should keep it.
For now, I think that's wise. I do not think resurrecting whoever Rage has in here is necessarily the right idea. Has anybody else found anything?
Lucas is walking around, seeing the vision.
Oh yeah, where did Rage go? Did she just hop into a portal and leave?
You are following the tracks. It leads to a wall.
I'm seeing her as well. I see her.
All right. You see her.
I think I might also see everyone around her who doesn't have Pass Without Trace.
All right.
Oh
You
no, they
see
all
her-
have fast without trains.
Oh darn!
They're all
see
guide
her,
rangers.
You see her press
They're all
something.
actual rangers.
You see her press an indentation on the wall, and then she just walks through the wall.
I dig through the wall.
Okay,
You take that.
how about you push where she pushed? And this spell only makes it visible to Lucas, correct?
Yes.
Alright,
I fatigue myself and then push the.
I need to look at the DCs.
It should be like 20 for what? Survival.
Let's see. Yeah, 20.
Yeah, it looks like 21 to me, since it's been a day.
You fatigue yourself.
Yeah. I push the thing now.
Alright, you push the thing. You are going to need some help because it's pretty high up.
That's why Ryan sees Lucas try to do this, and knowing the guilt, he opens it.
For the record, Rage was standing about 7 feet.
That's much taller than any ungulate.
Oh.
I have acrobatics. I can jump.
You have fly too.
Yeah, I literally just go up there and push it. I can climb up the
Right.
ceiling if I wanted to.
You fly up and push it? Alright, and the wall opens, leading into another pathway of dead fucking ungulates.
Ryan, did you know about this passage?
Knew about a lot of passages. I did not check this one. I only checked the main room. Kind of overwhelming.
He knows about all the passages, right? Yeah.
Alright, this
walks in
leads
I can see it.
into essentially into like a shooting gallery, and you see a lot of Assassin's Guild members dead with guns in their arms.
Loot.
Alright.
Yeah, guns are expensive stuff.
It's true.
I follow her track, and
Oh, while you're going on, you actually see there is one or two of the dead dragons.
if she didn't do this ahead of time, I probably would see her fighting as well.
Now that we actually have...
Is she what?
Go ahead.
Is what's her name? Sash? Sage? What?
Rage.
Rage.
Rage. Is she? Were these dead?
So,
these people dead when she was walking through?
can I check how long those dragons have been dead?
They have been dead for at least a day.
I was gonna say, just now that we actually have physical specimens, can we
Yeah.
actually see what they are? And
You can definitely make a heal check, make a perception. Go for
heal
it.
and perception,
Were
or
the people dead in the vision?
One or the other.
Yay.
Like,
26
like
for my perception.
I rolled a heal check.
Alright.
16.
Alright, these dragons have at least been dead for a day. And
Strider, please. Were they
What?
fighting? When I in my vision.
I think she's just walking past all of this to go back to where she came from. I think these guys were already dead.
Yeah, I think it was where she came in.
Trying to confirm.
do you only see Honored Mother or anything else?
Even if I just saw Honored Mother, I'd still see her fighting.
Okay, well she's walking along, all of a sudden like she just turned, clean stab someone,
Yeah.
turns you see the body on the ground that she killed, turns, slash, there's a decapitated body right next to that.
Yeah. I think it shows everything around her, but the spell doesn't actually make it clear, so
Yeah.
Okay.
but it does make it clear that people with Pass Without Trace are left out of the vision, so I assume it has a range around her.
Mhm.
You know?
Oh, no, you can definitely see her.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I'm not sure how much else I see.
So,
Guys, I see her.
everyone's like, "What? Where?"
She was fighting here.
Continue following her tracks. We need to
so
know where she's going.
as I pass by
anyways,
the dragons,
About the
I'm gonna-
dragons.
But yeah, we did a perception and heal checks.
They are tall, very muscular, humanoid, dragon-like creatures. Their the torso, arms, and legs all look humanoid, but their hands and their feet come out as like dragon claws and like dragon feet.
Samson.
So they're dragonborn.
Yes, essentially.
Samson.
They have a long.
I mean, this is
tail.
Pathfinder.
They don't technically exist in Pathfinder, but yes, that's what they are.
Samson. I believe we would need one of these bodies for experimentation.
Experimentation.
Isn't that kind of what made her kill everyone?
We know what they are. Exactly.
That is exactly what causing them to kill everyone.
Because the cultists were meddling in that sort of
I
thing.
forbid it.
That just seems like a really bad idea. She already wants to kill all of us. We don't need to give her more reason.
And I don't feel like killing who I've been venerating since I've been here.
She's gonna kill you and me for anyway.
You
And
don't
the
know
rest of
that.
us. You heard her. She doesn't care who messed with the body. She knows that she's gonna kill everybody that comes across her.
Ryan, this is Lily. She'll make her care. And then he goes back to tracking.
But continuing with the description, I have long tails, and their heads are very clearly draconic.
Mm-hmm. So, each dragon body we pass by, Lily's gonna walk up and close their eyelids if they have them.
No eyes. They have to lick their eyes to.
They have no eyelids.
No eyelids.
Lily puts a
Oh.
cloth over their eyes.
Well, continuing onwards, you see Rage turn a corner and going down a hall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just do something like. I guess
As walking by, there's a door that is open. You see Rage walk by it, and all of a sudden she looks like she was almost like perforated by gunfire. And she just she still seems to shrug it off and just hacks away at the person who did that. As you walk in, you see there's an ungulate there who has been cleanly cut in
Half.
not half
More than half.
forced cut in fours. Pizza like an X style was cut in like an X style.
so. Actually,
Diagonal.
you said they don't have eyelids, right?
I think that was.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna boop their snoot with my snoot.
Oh no. All right, they start melting.
Wait, what?
Is there what?
Oh no.
They even in death they cringe into non-existence.
Okay.
So yeah,
Their snoots have been booped.
I press my nose up to their nose.
All right, they are booped.
In classic llama fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's the way.
For every single
Do
one.
we?
It is the way.
Well, you've only seen 2 that have been killed so far.
Okay.
All right. See that
I haven't tried to hide
Rage
that at all.
is hurt, but she continues to trek along. But this is now when you start seeing a very visible trail of dried green blood.
I'm seeing her. She's taking a lot of gunfire. She took a lot of gunfire.
Oh no,
Bleeding.
she can't die.
I continue on the trail.
All right.
There's a lot of blood, though.
As you're walking along, you see she goes from hurt to less hurt to fine again.
She's
And while you're
regenerating.
trail, you actually see the blood becoming less and less and less until there is just no trail of blood whatsoever.
She healed her. She just regenerated her. She healed herself. Just her wounds just closed up.
While you're walking along, make a perception.
In
All of us or
vision
just
or
focus?
all of us. If you're following Lucas on the trail, make a perception.
20.
I have not rolled above a 10
Oh, I
this
nat
session.
20. I rolled a nat 20.
As you're walking along, you seem to have entered this kind of small little storage room where there's like boxes upon boxes.
Now back to championship boxing.
Alright. As you're going along, you notice that when you pass, when she begins to start healing and the trail of blood begins to lessen, you all notice there is a small vial of broken glass on the floor.
Oh. Do I see her use this glass in the
Yes,
vision?
you see her pull out this vial, take a drink of it, and she just discards it.
It was dragon poison.
Yeah, dragon's poison. You know.
I know.
Don't worry, nobody who's watching this will know because you still haven't released
You
the.
shut your mouth.
Yeah. How's that big T Mart coming along, by the way?
How's what?
The team fight picture that you guys were supposedly
Oh
working
yeah,
on?
that one.
Right.
Who cares?
It's
Me, kind of.
probably done.
We're gonna get stick figures back. Alright,
Keep going.
let's finish this along, so since we're about to end. We will be ending after this little scene.
I follow
So you
the
guys
trail.
continue following the trail. She is healed. Continue following, and then you reach a you reach another door. She opens it up and it leads up into a staircase.
I follow the tracks.
Alright, you guys start heading up the staircase. It's a winding staircase.
Oh, up.
You guys go up it for a couple minutes, and you see her open up another door and head outside. And as you guys head outside, you are outside of Huoshan.
Wow. I follow the tracks.
Alright. The tracks follow The tracks follow into the mountains.
Okay.
You guys
And
keep
then
going?
disappear.
You mean Faust Mountain? Faust Mountain?
Not the Faust Mountains, just
Okay.
mountains.
You know, the mountain.
Different ones.
Yes. The mountains.
The mountains near Huoshan.
Hmm.
The nondescript, unimportant mountains.
All
They're
right.
the ones that you always see just in the background of a scene.
Yeah.
Right. Do you guys actually start following? Continue to
Yep.
follow?
Yeah.
How long does this spell last?
Hours.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
1 hour per caster level, I believe.
Alright. Not even now, an hour has passed, so you're all good.
Yeah.
You've probably
I
been following
forget-
this trail for about 20 minutes.
I forget if it's an hour per caster level or just an hour, but it's definitely around that time.
Alright. You begin following. You see her reach the base of the mountain, and she begins to fly upwards.
Well, vision ends. She's no longer leaving a track.
So you fly
Oh.
upwards from where you
Actually-
are. She could go.
Actually, I might have a spell. Is aerial tracks level 1 or level 2? Can someone quickly check that for me?
It's level 3.
Level 3.
Level 3.
Bugger.
Aerial tracks, yeah.
Okay. then vision ends.
All right.
Spell is not over yet.
Okay.
I don't believe.
Spells run over, but you can't see it anymore.
From what you
Fact.
can tell, there are two places she could have flown to. Either she could have flown straight up into an above plateau, or she could have flown to the left, where there is an open, basically just an open valley.
Are you gonna relay this so I can check?
She either went. She went to these. He points, and then he points to the other thing.
She flew?
She flew. I can't see her anymore.
Which directions did you point to?
Those ones.
Those ones.
Okay, Ryan goes to those ones.
All right. You know that when your vision ended, she flew. You saw her at least start to fly up.
Well, I think it's probably
I
the
say go up
plateau,
first.
because that seems more like a dragon thing.
Yes. The
I'll check-
plateau.
I checked the plateau real quick.
Also,
Fly
if
up after
she
him.
flew into the valley, she probably didn't land for a while, so we wouldn't get much afterwards either.
You fly up, and
I make a perception to see if I can see anything that would suggest she went that direction or any direction.
Make a survival.
all right, make a survival.
Let's see tracks.
$22.
Okay. There are tracks that lead into a cave.
Okay, I fly back down and tell the party. There are tracks up there leading straight into a
Bring
cave.
me up to them.
Beam me up, Scott.
But
Do we all want to go?
Yeah, is
That's
it
a good
wise
question.
to follow them this far?
I'm gonna bring Lucas up just for a little bit so he can see.
Well, we need to confront her.
I don't think confronting her is a good idea.
Neither do I.
Is
Samson?
leaving her alone better?
Yeah. If she's
Samson.
plotting to kill us all.
Yes.
Samson, what do you say?
It is dangerous, but I believe we should see where these tracks lead.
Understood. Bring me up, Ryan.
I tell Lucas to hop on my back.
I
I'll,
do.
I'll grab
I fly
somebody.
up on. I think I'm the only one that can fly right now.
No, I think
Wyoming
literally
has a fly
yes.
spell.
And
Everyone-
also,
Everyone but Lily can fly.
Alright, I
And
grab
All right,
Lily.
Samson will. All right, you grab Lily, and then Samson will fly himself up.
like I said,
Uh,
Samson also can fly.
All right, when you reach the top, the spell is still active, correct?
Correct.
All right, when you fly up, the vision continues.
Yep.
You
Lucas,
see
take the lead.
Rage land and walks into the cave.
Are these tracks rages, Lucas?
Rurish.
Are they?
I'm asking you in character because
I
I
asked
just saw
Ryder.
dragon tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Just said,
It's right.
He said that you see Rish. So therefore,
just
yeah.
said they are, but Ryan doesn't know.
Yeah, they're raged.
Okay, then let's go.
He follows the tracks.
Ryan positions himself behind Lily since she's the one so eager to meet Rage.
That's okay. She's living right behind Lucas.
Let's go, following the tracks.
Right, go start following the tracks. Rage heads into the cave. You see that there are 3 paths. Rage keeps taking the straight path. Right, another set of twists and turns. This time Rage goes right.
I see.
Alright. Goes on for a
lead.
couple minutes. And then Rage takes a left turn.
I am leaving behind some sort of trail so we know how to get back.
Yeah,
Okay.
just mark the wall or something.
We're in
Yeah.
cave.
I'm
Wait,
mentally
we're
marking
in a
it.
cave, aren't we?
We are in a cave.
I just said you're in a cave.
Well, that I let Ryan leave tracks.
Yes.
I allow him to do that because you guys don't normally do it. Favorite terrain, everyone, yay!
Woo.
Right.
I follow the tracks.
So Rage goes straight for a couple more minutes, then takes another left turn. No, turn leading into a clearing at the end. After
I
you
see.
walk, you find yourself in this very interesting chamber. It's a very ancient chamber filled with, like, made of stones and metals and gold. Draconic symbols just everywhere. And then, Lucas, you see the end of the trail.
Mm-hmm.
She's standing right there.
Takes a few steps forwards, pauses, and then turns around.
Oh. And I look up. Is she there?
Yep. Rage materializes right in front of all of them.
He backpedals the hell away.
Ryan stealths
hello.
immediately.
Honored mother. Is that correct?
You shouldn't have come here. She, like, raises up her hand with the golden claw, and about 20 or 30 or so of the dragon kind come, all brandishing weapons.
I'm here for you.
That sounds like a death threat.
A shame,
What you say?
because all you'll find here is death. And that,
Why not?
where we're ending session.
I see.
With her saying that is where we end session.
Okay. So, Strider, there's loot from Mr. Johnson that I picked up, and then whatever guns we picked up.
Yeah, I'll get it to you.
Cool.
Wyoming is just bowing this whole time. So
Ryan
far,
is scared the hell.
So yeah, we're
Dragons.
face to face with Rage.
yay.
I'm face to face with the goddess I've been worshipping
Maybe.
She's gonna kill
the
you
past.
too.
30
Maybe.
years.
Is that honorable to be killed by the god that you worship?
Maybe
Yeah, probably.
if you accept it.
That was actually a really cool session.
It was. I feel like I took too much.
I wasn't expecting the fucking Assassin's Guild to be murdered by dragons.
I've actually been planning that for a while.
So that's the stage for me to take the Assassin's Guild and rebuild it. Got it.
Yeah.
I did take a lot of screen time.
That's fine.
Deal.
Lucas gets screen time. That's good.
Yeah, that is actually a good thing.
You don't take
The
much
original idea for was just gonna be they were gonna be killed by dragons, and the leader of the dragons was just straight up going to be fucking Rage Al Ghul.
I figured.
But then I was like, But since I don't actually read
But
stuff
what if
up,
this?
Yes, there were hiccups. We get it. We can move past it.
Yeah, we moved
Yeah.
past it already.
We're fine. It isn't that big of a deal.
Sorry if we made you feel a bit bad there, but well, I didn't.
No, only you.
still,
I didn't say anything.
things still worked out.
Yep.
I don't know how far I want to do it. I don't know, because, like, in the back of my mind, I was like, all right, she has a very clear, like necklace in Draconic that I don't know if I actually want her to have it, where she has a Draconic necklace that straight out just says Rajel Ghoul.
It's her bling.
Well, you can read it.
Yeah.
It's the only predator language she knows.
Draconic's not a predator language.
Well,
It's one of
it's
the
the language of
it's one of the
dragons.
standard 6 languages.
Yes, it is.
And I think
But it's also the language of dragons.
well, yeah. I think several people in the party I'm sure can speak it.
Yeah, the
I
llama
will.
language.
I will be able to speak it, but I would be able to speak it. But linguistics apparently takes time to let you learn languages.
And it's also it's
Don't
probably
worry, Lily will teach you.
it's,
Well, yeah, but it'll still take time.
it's probably
I'm still
spoken a
learning,
lot
I'm learning
in
a different
Huoshan.
language.
Well, I had a point in linguistics at character creation, so I know that language.
Ta-da.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause-
But yeah, living in
I do.
Huoshan, we probably hear quite a bit of Draconic,
Yep.
since it is the native language.
Anyway, Strider, the minor hiccup, but that was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was an informative session.
We're all gonna die to dragons.
Just so you know, it's gonna be a full party wipe, right?
No,
We're all gonna
Oh,
die
yeah.
to dragons, and it's your fault, Lily.
Yay!
Oh,
Because,
Well,
like, two of us aren't gonna fight at all.
Yep.
let me just say this: in tabletop, there's more than one way to win an encounter without fighting.
This is very, very true. Start rolling diplomacy.
Bowing down and dying is probably not one of them, though.
But that's what Lily and you guys are gonna do anyway. Lily and Wyoming.
Well, preferably not the second part.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, mostly just the first fight.
Bowing in hope she doesn't slice your head off.
Bowing until she decides not to slice our heads off.
Bow, don't slice our heads off.
Right.
I'll try
So
not to.
I'm going to go get out of here because I'm hungry and I need to get food.
Give me
Thank
my
you
lemon.
all for joining me this week. I shall hopefully see you next week.